welcome back to Art Doll Tutorials. Today I'm going to do a quick little tutorial to show you how to attach a body part, such as a head here, onto an armature made out of wire. Very quick, very easy, but I just wanted to walk you through it. So what you're going to need is some sort of two-part epoxy putty, and here I'm using Milliput just because that's one of the easiest ones I find to get hold of, and I find it really versatile, really useful stuff. You can see I've actually used quite a lot of Milliput on this little guy already. So these horns are all Milliput. You can tell because of the colour, they're all going to be painted over. You can see he's got Milliput claws and Milliput on the armature to kind of keep it together. So I get a lot of use out of this. So it's something I really love. So that's why I'm recommending it. Good place to get hold of Milliput would be larger craft stores, particularly ones that aren't so geared towards fabrics, obviously. Hardware stores are good because they're very often used in repairs, and miniature gaming supplies, so very popular among that community. If you're not in the UK, I don't know how easy it is to get hold of Milliput, but you could use whatever sort of two-part epoxy putty is common in your area. You probably know more about that than me. The point is it's a two-part moulding putty. So we have our dragon head and we have our armature. The armature is wire. You can see we have a twisted, it's actually two parts twisted together. That's actually quite important because the twist gives it a bit of grip. In the back of the dragon's head we have a hole there, so that hole is just going to slot, it's just going to slot into that hole there and attach. Obviously you want to keep it stable, and that's where the Milliput comes in. So then it's two parts and it's all soft and squishy. And it's true of just generally any two-part epoxy putty, so you don't want too much. Say that ain't much, I'll do. So that's the one part. It also comes in various colours. I'm just using the generic one because it's going to get this particular joint isn't going to be seen, and the horns and the claws are going to be painted anyway, so it doesn't really matter what colour it is. So you want to mash it all together. As you can see, the base is kind of like that yellowy green colour, and then you have the grey colour, which is the I think that's the activator. Either way, it won't solidify unless it's properly mixed up. So make sure that's just give it a nice squishing about until you've got no streaky bits. So you go, it'll kind of mold to this uniform colour, whatever it's meant to be, whatever it is. In the case of this particular brand of Milliput, it's this sort of grey yellow. Okay, so that looks really nice. So I just kind of, what I generally do is want to get into that hole, so I'll just kind of draw it out. It's nice and thin. One of the reasons why I'm using Milliput is because it's very strong, which is why it makes very good horns. The bulk of the head and the feet are this is Super Sculpey Living Doll. But I like to use Milliput for the horns just because it's very sturdy, so it's good for kind of like protruding long areas like horns, claws, that sort of thing. And we just kind of get that into the back there. So you can see we've got kind of a big blob of it kind of stuck into the head. And then you want to get your wire armature and just kind of shove it in. And you see it will just slip smoothly. Oops. Unfortunately, that's one of the problems. That it does happen. I'm going to have to glue that back on. That was very embarrassing, I'm afraid. But it does happen. I might actually do that because there's nothing really to bond it on there. But sometimes I do actually deliberately break things just to fix them a bit more. Okay, so that was a little bit embarrassing. Didn't mean to show you that, but okay. What I do is just make sure that's firmly pressed around the base. It's not the easiest to see. You just want to smooth it down. Smooth it down. Okay, probably used a little bit too much there, but it'll keep it nice and secure. So there you go. You've got kind of like a join there. And what you want to do is just set that aside because it does take a few hours to kind of cure and solidify. But when it does, it'll be nice and sorry. When it does, it'll be nice and hard, and it'll keep you in there. So it'll be like the joints here. These I did off camera, but it's the same principle again. It's just the Milliput into the hole at the back, and then you kind of fit the
You kind of fit the wire through. You will notice, by the way, that I've got a little bit of extra wire wrapped around this one. I'm very sorry. And that's just to give it something to hang on to. In the case of the head, it's attached to the main neck wire, which has this, which is two strands wrapped together, and that gives the milliput something to grip onto. In this case, the legs are just one strand. Now I could have done this with just one strand of wire going down here, but that would have meant that the milliput would kind of slip and slide. It would have been kind of like these horns, and it wouldn't have had anything to grip to. The problem is these horns are all kind of together, but these ones are sticking out on their own, so I might actually break these ones off deliberately. That's a nice point. Just kind of attach them more securely. Sorry about that little error that came up there. It's very common for you to do it with claws, actually. I will break the claws off and then stick them back on, so they're more secure. So, I'll actually do that deliberately. So, going back to this wire, we have a single strand of wire, and obviously if I do that, then the milliput is going to slip around, and it's very easy for the paws to just come off. So before I did that, I wrapped a bit of wire, just kind of narrow wire, just all the way down there, and that gives the milliput again something to grip onto. It's an uneven surface, so it won't slip about, and it'll stay quite nice. So thank you very much for watching. Very quick tutorial there. Just hope you got something out of it. Again, give me a shout if you want to know how I do anything, and I'll do my best to show you. Thank you very much, and bye.